What's up? It's good. It's good to be here. I just got back. I was working on a commercial fishing boat in Alaska for all of June and July. And let me tell you guys something. I will never lie on a job application ever again. The job interview had 3 questions. Do you have any boat experience? Do you get seasick? And do you have any warrants? And I lied on 2 of those. I was so bad at my job. That's not something you can be bad at your job. You know, like I used to work at the Home Depot. You can be bad at your job at the Home Depot. There's no death rate. I never put on my orange apron thinking I wasn't coming home that night. But like commercial fishing is like a dangerous job. So before I left, I called my grandma. And she was like, "Owen, I just want to let you know, I'll be praying for you 5 days a week." I was like, "Grandma, I'd like a full 7. Not trying to get spotty coverage from the Lord, you guys. You know what I'm saying? No, my grandma's cool. She's an evangelical Christian, which is a great time. It's a great time. You know, like she thinks yoga is part of Islam. She's like, "You're kneeling down on a mat, breathing slowly. How do I know you're not facing Mecca?" She texted me recently. She was like, "Owen, I think your mom joined a terrorist organization." I was like, "You mean Pilates?" I think you got that wrong. No, my grandma, she's unemployed. Not retired, unemployed. She's looking to be employed. And recently, she called me. She was like, "Owen, do you have any leads on any jobs that'd be big for me?" I was like, "Grandma, be honest with me right now. Do you have any boat experience?" We need a guy. We need a guy. No. A little bit about me. I like to read. People never believe me when I say that. They're always like, "Oh, you read?" Like, "Oh yeah, what do you read?" And I'm always like, "Chapter books." I have a Kindle, which is cool. What's not cool is I share a Kindle account with my mom. Not cool. I see everything she reads. That's like getting sent a link every time your dad watches porn. It's gross. You know? Like I'll get ads for like her books. The cover will be a jacked shirtless guy covered in tattoos. The title will be like Bad Seduction, you know, or Doctor Off Limits. It's a real book, you know. It's like, "Mom, you're married and work in a hospital." You know, like, I hope the doctors are off limits, you know. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've read a few of these books. I have. I wanted to see what was going on. Dude, they're so graphically descriptive. You know, like I've never put down a porn because it was too much. These books are gross. Dude, since reading it, like I can't even look at my mom the same. You know, because now if I go home, I see her on a Kindle. It's like, "Mom, I know what you're doing." You know? Mom, put the literature away. It's gross. No. I was special ed in high school, which was sick, actually. I do think it's a little messed up, though, you know, putting all the kids with disabilities in the same room. They called it a supported study. I called it the Nobody Here Can concentration camp. It was a good time. We had this one kid, no one knew his name. Everyone just referred to him as the Combat Wombat. Every day after lunch, he'd go in the hallways, stick his arms out, spin, and sprint. You know, trying to hit as many people as possible. No one knew why he did this. My theory, he identified as a Beyblade. Pronouns were let it and rip, I think. No. This is true. To be special ed, they make you take the special ed test. which I crushed, by the way. I crushed it. And this is completely true. The test is called the Woodcock-Johnson exam. If you look it up, it's true. And I took it in second grade, because they scouted me early. I was the first round pick. I was like, and I took the test. I was like, Miss Tossy, all three of those words mean penis. She was like, you passed. Nice. You're there. No, I was a bad student in high school. Applying to colleges, I got into two schools, art school and Hustlers University. And I made the wrong decision. I went to art school. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't fit in art school. I think I looked like the kid in high school that people go to art school to get away from. And I just followed them there. And the other reason is, like, I don't dress artsy. I don't own a single fishnet shirt. Not one. Everyone in art school, they were always doing fit checks. They'd put their phone up, they'd go through the whole outfit. It'd be the same every time. It'd be like shoes, thrifted. Pants, thrifted. Backpack, crocheted. It's like, I can't do fit checks. Shoes, my mom. Pants, my mom. Shirt, Santa Claus. Which is, spoiler alert, my mom. So, I think meal prepping is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Dude, I had a buddy tell me recently that he's been meal prepping buffalo chicken dip. Dude, I was like, dog, that's not meal prepping, You're just making buffalo chicken dip for later, I don't think it's meal prepping if your utensil of choice is a Tostito. No. We all hate Disney adults. Yes. There's a pretty good consensus. No. Disney adults, they're always trying to tell you the difference between Disneyland and Disney World. It's like we all know the difference. You can get an abortion at Disneyland. That's fun. We're having fun. They don't tell you when you become an adult how hard cooking is. They don't tell you. I'm going to tell you guys something that stays in this room. Stays in this room. Don't tell anyone I said this. Last week I had to Google what boiling water looked like. Not cool. I didn't know if it was only big bubbles or big bubbles and little bubbles. I didn't know if little bubbles counted. It's true. I'm not proud of it at all. I'm not at the point where I can use ingredients yet. That's where I'm at in my cooking journey. I can put things on things, but I can't put things in things. You guys know. My mom keeps sending me recipes. It's like, Mom, I don't think you understand the level I'm at. I just burned a peanut butter quesadilla. We're going through it. My celebrity crush is Greta Thunberg. Before you go, oh, and that's gross, isn't she a child? She's turned like 22, So I think y'all are just old now. Greta Thunberg's so hot. You can't tell my type is Scandinavian women who are anti-fracking. I slid into her DMs on Instagram recently. I was like, what up, Greta? Can I smell your carbon footprint? Did not get a response, So now I've just been sending her Instagram reels of oil spills that have spiked. No one talks about it. That's the best part of Instagram. You can just DM celebrities. I DM my favorite football team's quarterback good luck before every game. You can just do that. You can also put celebrities in group chats together. And that rules. I have a group chat, it's me, Michelle Obama, and Suge Knight. It's a good time. The group's name is Death Row Obama Records. It's sick. I like trying to contact celebrities. Here's another thing you can do. You can just go to book signings. You You don't even have to read the book. You can just show up. Like, yo, you wrote The Giver? Sign my jersey. This is awesome. You can also get them to sign books that aren't theirs. Also pretty great. Like, yo, you wrote 50 Shades of Grey? Can you sign my copy of the Quran? This is a dream come true. Let me do a quick one to get out of here. I think it would be cool to be like a professional bagpipe player. You know? I think that'd be a sweet job. Because think about the schedule. You only have to work on St. Patrick's Day and whenever a white cop dies. It's my time. Give it up for your host, everybody.
Keep it going for Owen Damon. Make some noise for him.